Be'ezrat Hashem, Mincha is going to be 7:30. Hayom Tish'a Yamim LaOmer Shem Shavo Echad Ushne Yamim. The last halacha I'm going to say on the topic of Schar Shabbat, we were discussing up until now different heterim, different methods that one would be permitted to take Schar Shabbat. One was, for example, for the sake of mitzvah. We said that if a person has a job that is involved in a mitzvah, so then he's allowed to take payment for the work that he does on Shabbat. And the second case we said was havra'ah. And we said different formats of havra'ah, different formats of lump sums that can count, that you can take. There's another heter that's brought down in the Matei Yehuda, and he makes a very wide distinction. He says there's a big difference between active work / work of an animal versus the rental of utensils and the rental of properties. So as an example, if a person himself does work, so then that would be in the category of something that's Schar Shabbat. And then it has to follow the rules, havra'ah, not havra'ah, mitzvah, not mitzvah. However, if a person is renting out, like what we said yesterday, a hotel room, which is not a person working, it's not an animal working, it's the rental of a property, as an example, or a rental of an instrument, like one of the cases we mentioned was a taxi a few days ago. They said that you rent your taxi out to somebody, let's say it's some goy or whatever it is, or other cases of different kelim, like he rents his plow in the times of the Gemara to a goy, so that the goy can work his own land. It's rental of an instrument. Those cases, to receive benefit and payment from it, would be permitted according to the Matei Yehuda, because there was never a prohibition of Schar Shabbat on utensils and on properties. It was on people and animals. And that distinction, he says, is halacha lema'aseh. He makes that distinction. It's not just academic. The question is it accepted, the position of the Matei Yehuda? Some reject his position, some accept it. Halacha lema'aseh, if there's a case of a need, you could rely on this Matei Yehuda, especially us Sfaradim, because he's saying it in the opinion of the Shulchan Aruch. So there is what to rely on. If it could be arranged in a way where there is a more solid heter like havra'ah, then that would be better. But if you can't arrange it and it's something that's a important financial consideration, one could rely on the position of the Matei Yehuda. It is also brought down in the Halacha Berurah that it could be relied upon in cases of need, and therefore there is a basis for this opinion. Halacha lema'aseh. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen.